Hello friends, welcome to other interesting video, that is hormonal control of menstruation. So here I will be showing you first graphical representation and then I will be summarizing the events. So here I have divided this straight line is 14 days. So I have divided mainly in up to 14 days and after 14 days. Now here I have drawn two phases. So if you see top one I have trying to show the uterine phases, that is proliferatory, secretory and menses, and ovarian is mainly divided into follicular phase and luteal phase. So now first I will be showing you the basal level of various levels, predominantly estrogen, progesterone, inhibin, LH and FSH. So now for the sake of understanding I have divided in three parts. So you can say up to 9 or 10 days, then up to 14 or 15 days, and then till the end. So earlier what is going to occur? First we will be starting around the menses, you can say. So around the menses, estrogen, first of all FSH level is more. See here, this was a basal FSH level, so it is more compared to that of this. So reason for this is what? And see, LH level is less. It is not more compared to that of FSH. Reason is that frequency of pulses is different. So frequency of pulses of GnRH, you can say it is not enough for LH. So see here, earlier estrogen level is less as well as progesterone level is less. So as a result of that, there is no negative feedback mechanism, and as a result of that FSH level is more. Now what this FSH is doing, FSH will start stimulating the follicles, so estrogen as well as progesterone level will start increasing. So that is why if you see carefully, FSH level is coming down as a result of this negative feedback mechanism. Now what is occurring next? See, earlier FSH was more and it has started decreasing, and estrogen progesterone level were less and they have started increasing now. Now what is happening now? Estrogen level will peak. It is because of dominant follicle will produce more and more estrogen. As a result of that, what is happening? LH peak or LH surge along with FSH surge is also occurring. Reason for this is that estrogen initially was causing negative feedback, but here since LH level has increased, now this negative feedback mechanism will change to positive feedback, and as a result of that, this LH, ultimately this GnRH pulses will be there, and all these pulses will ultimately lead to increase LH as well as FSH activity, and inhibin activity, see, it is constantly increasing. So this was up to this, you can say up to 14, where ovulation is occurring. Now after this what is going to occur? Estrogen level will now start decreasing, and progesterone level, see, estrogen level red one has started decreasing and this progesterone level has started decreasing. This will continue to almost 26th day, you can say. And this estrogen progesterone up to 26th day, it will cause negative feedback mechanism. Along with that, inhibin will be at high, it will also cause negative feedback mechanism, and as a result of that, this LH will be low as well as FSH will be low up to, you can say, 25 and 26th day. But after this, around this, what is going to occur? Corpus luteum is undergoing regression. As a result of that, no negative feedback mechanism and FSH will again start rising. So this cycle is going to continue. So I will be summarizing whatever I have told again. So day 1 to 4, say around menses, FSH level is increased as estrogen progesterone level is less. LH level is not increased because reason is related to frequency of pulses. Inhibin level is maintained low. Day 5 to day 10, FSH level stimulate follicle, so estrogen start increasing, progesterone increase, but not much. Estrogen will now inhibit LH as well as FSH. So as a result of that, again inhibin will also start increasing. So LH FSH level was low. Now day 11 to 14, dominant follicle act as a result of available FSH, and now estrogen increase to extent to cause positive feedback mechanism. FSH increase to a peak as well as LS surge occurs, and inhibin also increase, but its peak is around 14 days. So around 14 days this positive feedback mechanism will cause LS surge and ultimately ovulation is going to occur. And day 15 to 25 now, what is occurring? Progesterone will increase much as more compared to estrogen, because theca cell as well as granulosa cell will produce progesterone, while enzymes responsible for estrogen synthesis will be little bit less functional. Inhibin is increasing. So all this will cause negative feedback mechanism. Now LH-FSH level will be low up to 25th day. Now what will occur after 25th day, or you can say when menses are about to start? Estrogen progesterone level will decrease. Why it will decrease? Because corpus luteum is going to regress. So GnRH pulse will start. Now FSH will stimulate. So ultimately again next cycle will start if there is no fertilization. So I hope I have clearer your concept about the hormonal control of menstruation. So thanks.